everyone.
Everybody. My name's Alicia Bandana. Nice to see you.
And I'm Leza Blanco. Good to see all of you. This is our look ahead for the Asset Sales Committee. We wanted to just introduce the leadership team, which is Alicia and myself. We've already introduced ourselves. And then we have the rest of our leadership team, which includes Randy Soroff from Polsinelli in LA, Chris Candon from Sheehan, Finney and Bass in Manchester, New Hampshire. And then we have Matt Lacasia from SCNH Capital, Jim Irving from Dentist in Louisville, Kentucky, and Jane Kim from San Francisco, California.
Right. Jane and Jim are here on the call as well.
And then, so the first thing we wanted to let everybody know is we have our 5th annual ABI Asset Sale of the Year Award coming up. The nomination deadline for that is going to be March 15th of 2023. And there are various things we're looking for in the nominations for this award. The first of which is that the award should highlight a distressed sale that was completed within the last year and was strategic and provided stakeholders with some kind of value and displayed excellence across a full spectrum of the sale process, including from the initial standpoint through the structuring, financing, through the closing of that transaction.
We really encourage everybody to apply. You know, you'd be surprised. Sometimes we have big deals, sometimes we have small deals, right, Leza? It just really goes to like the complexity and you know, what was achieved, and that can be either a big deal or a small deal.
And the important thing is it's not limited to a deal necessarily approved through a 363. It could be through a plan. It could be through an assignment for the benefit of creditors, through a receivership. We're actually looking at all deals in the distress scenario, which makes it quite interesting because the submissions really run the gamut.
So here's some of the criteria, and you can see, you know, obviously this could apply to a bigger transaction or a small transaction. The dollar amount of the sale is not relevant. We have in the past also given honorable mention awards to some deals that are very unique. This is our 5th year, and it's really gotten traction and taken off. And I think that's because it's great publicity for everybody who played a major role in the sale. It's great for the firms involved. They can advertise it on their website. This is the kind of thing that Chambers has a special section in its application for. And you know, we like it to be really competitive. So if the people on the call have been involved in a sale this past year, we encourage you to apply.
The next slides will tell you that the person submitting the nomination has to be a member of the ABI and the Asset Sales Committee. So self-nominations are permitted, and actually this group here includes the members of our committee. So please self-nominate if you're a member, and if you are not, then obviously become one so you can submit a nomination. And the last thing I'll say is that the winners of the award are presented the award at the annual spring meeting. So that's coming up in April. The winning sale and team will be not only permitted and recognized to be recognized in the newsletter, but we also are offering the opportunity to also participate in a webinar that highlights the winning deal, which is an interesting additional way in which you can get your name out there and explain the details of your submission. So the link is on the chat, and send the completed nomination forms to Alicia and I by March 15th. And that's our 5th annual Asset Sale of the Year Award. Next is our look ahead. I think Jane, you're going to cover that.
So Leza and Alicia just went through the Asset Sale of the Year Award, and to kick off this nomination process, we're going to have a webinar tomorrow at noon Eastern. It'll be a CLE webinar, free to everyone. And the winners of last year's Asset Sale of the Year Award, Harold Boardwin and Chasey Melich, will discuss their sale transaction and sort of lessons learned and tips of the trade for tomorrow. And then we'll also talk about the Asset Sale of the Year again. So it's free, registration's available in the chat that Colin just put in. And then as far as other programming, the Asset Sales Committee is going to be partnering with the Real Estate Committee for at this year's annual spring meeting to talk about non-monetary defaults, and in particular, what happens when lenders on real estate loans default for non-monetary reasons, and how to use that strategy, or why that strategy would be used, and what and trends that are occurring. So we look forward. We've got a panel that has a professor and a commercial broker and 2 practicing attorneys on the lender side, borrower side, investor side. And that panel will be on Friday at the spring meeting in DC at 2:30 p.m. So we hope that you can join us.
So I'm Jim Irving. I'm in the Louisville office of Denton's, and I want to encourage everyone on this call to submit an article to be published in the Asset Sale Committee newsletter. So like all committees, we try to publish quarterly newsletters. Those newsletters need content, and that content are your articles. This is a spectacular way to get published. It's one of the best ROI on writing to publication to views, I think, that's out there, because it's going to go out to the newsletter. It's available theoretically on the ABI website as well. You can look it up. It is also a source sometimes of the kinds of panel topics or webinars that Jane talked about. So it can take on a life of its own. And it's a great way, if you researched a topic recently, if you had a topic in a case of yours, if you just saw something and it kind of piqued your interest, this is a great way to get out there and get involved. There's a link here that has information about it. It's a lower threshold, not on quality, but on quantity as far as word counts as compared to the journal. So it's a little bit faster and you can get it done. And if you're interested in writing an article, you've got an idea you want to talk to somebody about, or you just need a topic, please feel free to email me at james.irving@dentons.com. We wanted to talk a little bit about hot topics. These are potential ideas. The Mallinckrodt decision about a pre-petition structured asset sale, where the sale went down and then the court said, oh, that's okay, you can discharge certain issues. There's the site. That could be a very good article topic. The ongoing question about bankruptcy sales being free and clear of leasehold interests, whether 363F can really extinguish those, or the 365, leasehold interest kind of retention rights get to survive. And these are the decisions in the 7th, the 9th, the 5th circuits. And that's another great topic that someone could write an article about. So I hope that someone takes the opportunity to send us content, to have ideas, to brag about a case you're in, and to get published by the ABI. So thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone. I think that's all we have from our Asset Sales Committee today.